Great spot for a breakfast, right? This is my version of Jamaican porridge. It's a vegan, plant-based backpacking meal that could be used for breakfast or for dinner or any time in between. It is quick and easy. I actually started eating it and then I decided to film it. So I think what I'll do is next time I make this, I'll do a video of me making it and I'll just kind of put it in right around here. And as I'm talking through, you can watch me make it. Maybe that might make the most amount of sense. But it's, again, I call it Jamaican porridge. To all the Jamaicans out there, I apologize. This is not like the recipe that you would be used to eating in Jamaica. For those of you that are real cooks, please go out and check how to really make Jamaican porridge. There's a couple different versions based on different things. This one is based on a peanut version. And I also have already, like I said, I already started eating it, so it would have been a little bit higher in my jar just to give you an idea of how much food you'd be getting with my recipe. You're looking at probably somewhere around, I don't know, 1,300 calories or so, and pretty darn nutritious if you want to look up the nutrition for everything that I'm about to put in. So the first thing is I use a food processor for this. You can use a food processor, you can use a blender, you can use a coffee grinder. I don't know what else you can use to grind things up. But there's, even if you don't have one of those three things, especially the food processors, that is like, so many people buy food processors thinking that they're going to use them, and then they end up in their cellar, in their basement, in some back drawer. So you should ask around at work if you want one, because I'm sure somebody there would be more than happy to make up that space in their house and give it away to you. So here, let's get to how to make this. So the first thing that you do is you get a half cup of oats, and then I use the like the old-fashioned slow cooking oats. Don't use the quick ones. The next thing that you'd put in is a half a cup of peanuts, and for this I use the unsalted ones always. I don't know, I kind of like, this way I can kind of control the amount of salt that I'm having, or like the taste of it, and so I use the unsalted peanuts. I use a half a cup of banana chips, and I think when you're buying banana chips, please check the ingredients. What's kind of funny is that at the dollar store between my house and where I work is obviously stuff is cheap there, and they actually have the one with the least amount of ingredients on the label. It's like bananas. And a lot of times you can buy banana chips and there's a whole series of all sorts of preservatives and everything else, lots of extra added sugar. I know the banana chips that I get at the dollar store, they're ugly and they're dark, but there's not a lot of additives that are put into there. So that was oats, peanuts, and banana chips. The other thing I'll put in to make it a little bit sweeter for me is I'll put in some dates, 6 to 8 dates I'll put in, and I'll blend them up. And then from there is where, that's kind of like the base recipe. From there you can go crazy and add whatever you want. I have some raisins in here. I also have a bunch of coconut milk and the powdered coconut milk that I put in. And when you're all done, it's actually something that you don't even need to soak. It's pretty good just plain, but I'll add some water, excuse me, and you don't really have to let it soak. You can eat it right away. And again, the consistency, that's how I have it. It's kind of, like an oatmeal sort of consistency, but it's really good. It's a nice change to an oat-based sort of thing. And I highly recommend giving it a shot and customizing it for however you see fit. And I don't know if you can hear it or if you can see it, but we are on the edge of what's supposed to be a very nasty storm, and I thought it was going to come a little bit later, so I'm going to get out of here. And this is one of those storms that's supposed to go from ice to snow to rain to snow to ice and everything in between, and where I live is right on the line. So I'm gonna head out. Jamaican porridge, give it a shot. It's really light also, and the other thing is all of these ingredients will cost you about $1. So let's just round it off to 1,000 calories. You're getting basically a half a pound of food for 1,000 calories for $1. That's not too bad, right? All right, enjoy.